LEVAZQUEZ.com/join.
From LED's leaders to you, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
And now, let's start the show. You're watching LID's 2020 live streaming holiday party, featuring United States Senator Chuck Schumer, United States Congresswoman NYDIA VELAZQUEZ, New York Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, with performances by Brooklyn LGBTQ+ artists Philip Sparkle and They Be Bedbug. And now, your host, LID's President, Jared Arader.
Happy holidays, everyone. It has been my honor to serve as your president these last 2 years. Together, we've accomplished many things, from electing queer district leaders to pushing the margins on the decriminalization of sex work to working to break down barriers to participation for transgender and gender non-binary people at our local Democratic Party. We didn't think we'd be spending our third annual holiday party this way, but after being forced to cancel our annual event, and with a year with so much up and down, we just knew that we had to create a space to celebrate the holidays with our community. We hope you'll enjoy our virtual live-streamed holiday party, and we hope even more that you'll join us. Whether you're new to LAD or you've been around for a while, now is the time to get your 2021 membership. This year, we're doing something special. This year, for an extra $15, your new or renewed membership comes with a cool LID t-shirt. Remember, membership is required to vote at our upcoming endorsement meetings. Join us after the show for the after party on Zoom. You can find the link and the Zoom ID and join or renew next year's membership on lidbk.com/holiday. And with that, I'll introduce our first guest. You know him from MSNBC, you know him from fighting Mitch McConnell in D.C., and you know him from right here in Brooklyn. Please welcome Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Hi, everyone. This is Senator Chuck Schumer. As you can imagine, there's a lot going on in Washington right now. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to wish a happy holiday season to the wonderful Lambda Independent Democrats. I want to thank your president, Jared Arader, and the rest of the club officers and executive board for all that you did this year to elevate the voices and votes of LGBTQ New Yorkers. 2020, as we all know, has been a really challenging time for all of us. The biggest public health crisis since the Spanish flu, the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, and we're quickly approaching what may well be the most difficult part of this pandemic, the winter. But fortunately, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Finally, Senate Republicans have returned to the negotiating table, and maybe they will hammer out a real short-term relief bill that helps people in need, people who can't feed their kids, people who lose their homes, people who are going to lose their jobs. There are promising vaccines, too, which will soon be available for distribution. And last month, 81 million Americans, a record number, rejected the nasty, awful bigotry of Donald Trump by casting their votes for my good friends and yours, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'm looking forward to working with both of them to advance an ambitious and progressive agenda that will safeguard equal rights for all, no matter what they look like, where they come from, who they love, or how they express their gender identity. Many of you know that my daughter Allison married her partner Elizabeth a couple of years ago. Their wedding was one of the greatest days of my life. And the joy I felt, the euphoric pride of a father walking his daughter down the aisle, that moment would never have happened without all of you, the indefatigable work of groups like Lambda Independent Dems. So let's remember and honor just how far we've come, while also, for sure, reminding ourselves of how far we still have to go. Many members of the LGBTQ community, especially our transgender friends and neighbors, still face unacceptable levels of discrimination, violence, bigotry. But with groups like Lambda Independent Democrats on the front lines and working together with the Biden-Harris administration and, let's hope, a majority leader Schumer, I know we will prevail over the forces of ignorance and bigotry. So thanks for all you do. Let's keep fighting together for a more equal nation and a world that every one of us deserves. Thanks, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Senator. Good evening and happy holidays. I'm LID Vice President Nick Tambora. My pronouns are he and his. Biden won, but that doesn't mean we're going back to brunch anytime soon. Local politics are just as important as national ones. We have a mayoral race and city council races in 2021 that are critical for many progressive groups and activists in pursuing racial, social, and economic justice. The hard work continues. If this was your first time getting involved in an election, don't make it the last. A reminder, it's time to sign up or renew your membership for 2021. Head to lidbk.com/join to get your LID t-shirt and membership. Now please welcome Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul, followed by Brooklyn's musical funny man, Philip Sparkle.
Hey, Lambda Independent Dems, it's your Lieutenant Governor, Kathy Hochul here. Just wanted to wish you all happy holidays and hope you can get in the spirit. It's been a brutal year, but there have been some really bright lights to 2020. The first of all being that you are a major force in helping us get rid of Donald Trump. So thank you. That is the best gift of all. We'll start out next year with someone who is pro-LGBTQ, someone that we don't have to fight with every step of the way, and someone whose values are in sync with ours. So I'm very excited about the presidency of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, as well as our next agenda for the next session with a supermajority in the Senate. I know many of you helped to make that happen as well. So I'm fired up. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to working closely with you, and I keep tabs of everything you do with my Chief of Staff, Jeff Lewis, as one of your active members. So look forward to seeing everybody in person. Meanwhile, wear a very cool decorative holiday mask throughout this season, enjoy each other, and be socially distanced so we can get through this pandemic together. Thanks for all you do, my friends.
A secret ring where pedos hide and pizzas fling, but you don't really care for children, do ya? Well, it goes like this. It's truth versus myth, democracy that we stand with. To the fallen one we chant, you're a loser. 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 You claim fraud, but we need proof. You saw them call it on Fox News. Kornacki's math and logic overthrew ya. Fuck QAnon, no one cares. The demon rats won fair and square, and from our lips we chanted, you're a loser. 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 Joe, kick him out the White House door. You've seen this room, you've walked this floor. We used to feel alone before we knew ya. And I've seen that mask cover your face. There's hope again since you've won this race. The future's bright as we sing, Trump's a loser. Trump's a loser. What a loser. He's a loser. Total loser. And caught between a porno shop, a crematorium, Rudy won't stop. Don't let the name Four Seasons fool ya. America, we must move on. If you don't think so, check loser.com. It's all further proof that you're a loser. 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 You're a loser, Donald Trump.
You're watching LID's 2020 live streaming holiday party.
Thank you, Philip, and eat your heart out, Leonard Cohen. And thank you, Madam Lieutenant Governor. Hello, I'm LID's Treasurer, Joe Jordan. My pronouns are he, him, his. Before we continue, I just wanted to remind everyone that we have our new LID shirts in stock. For just an extra $15, you can get one of these snazzy numbers right here when you go to renew your membership. And now, without further ado, please welcome Tanya ASAPANSA-Johnson Walker from Equality New York.
Hello, my name is Tanya ASAPANSA-Johnson Walker, and I'm co-chair at Equality New York. Equality New York works to advance the social and political voices of all LGBTQI New Yorkers. Getting equality-minded folks elected is essential to protecting states' rights. So I'm asking you today to become a member. I would also like to wish Lyd and all the families a very happy and joyous holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. Hi, I'm Jackie Painter, LID's digital communications designer, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Albeit only through screens, we wish everyone a very, very safe and happy holiday season this year. 2020 has definitely not been easy for any of us, and we hope that you enjoyed tonight as best you can. This year, I'm proud to be LID's endorsed candidate in the 38th City Council District. Like my friend Joe said right before, we really hope that you purchase an LID membership this year, because it comes with this very snazzy t-shirt that we are all sporting. So make sure you go to lidbk.com, check us out, get your membership, and get your t-shirt. Now it is with great pleasure that I welcome Congresswoman NYDIA VELAZQUEZ.
Good evening. I am Congresswoman NYDIA VELAZQUEZ, and I'm proud to represent many of you in Congress. From my office to everyone at Lambda, I would like to offer my best wishes for a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. This year has been challenging, but the work you do and the causes you champion haven't stopped. Since the late 1970s, Lambda has been a voice and a safe space for Brooklyn's LGBTQ community. Because of the work you do every day, countless New Yorkers can walk the streets with their heads held a bit higher, more free and empowered to be who they are. From fighting for resources for those living with HIV to backing reforms that will finally help end the epidemic of discrimination and violence plaguing the LGBTQ community, we thank you. Your organizing and advocacy are the inspiration behind policies that are helping to put our city on the right side of history. So this holiday season, let's celebrate, stay safe, and turn our eyes to the fight that marches on in 2021.
Thank you, Congresswoman VELAZQUEZ, for that inspiring message. Hey everyone, I'm LID Recording Secretary Derek Gaskill, and my pronouns are he, him, his. I wish we could all be together to celebrate in person, but thank you for tuning in. Before we continue, I want to remind everyone that we have our new LID t-shirts in stock. For an extra $15, you can get one when you renew your membership. Wishing everyone a happy, happy holiday season. Now please welcome Councilmember Bradlander.
Happy holidays, LID. I'm New York City Councilmember Bradlander, and I'm so honored to be here to celebrate with you. I know this isn't the holiday party we wanted. LID throws great in-person parties, and I can't wait to be back in person with you on the other side of this pandemic. We have seen so much suffering this year, lost so many loved ones needlessly, missed out on so many celebrations together, but we've also seen extraordinary acts of courage by healthcare and essential workers, so much amazing mutual aid and solidarity, so much tremendous political organizing to demand equality and justice, like the event here in my virtual background, where LID joined tens of thousands of others to march for Black trans lives. And let's not forget that we organized together to stop fascism And here in New York, we elected an even stronger, more progressive Democratic majority in both houses of our state legislature. We are going to need all of that solidarity and more in the days ahead to win a just and durable economic recovery that doesn't leave the most vulnerable behind and further expand inequality, to reckon with systemic racism, sexism, and homophobia that have made this crisis so much more deadly for some communities than others, and to build a more sustainable city far into the future that's ready for the even more devastating climate crisis that we know is coming. Now, there'll be time to tell you that I'm running for New York City Comptroller to help us rise to those challenges and how much I would love your support. But for now, happy holidays, LID. Thank you.
Each May, LID honors those who have demonstrated tremendous service to the LGBTQ+ community. This year, we're doing things a little bit differently and combining our normal award ceremony with our holiday party. Alphonso David is the president of the Human Rights Campaign and former counsel to Governor Andrew Cuomo. With a long history of leading former civil rights litigation going back to his time at Lambda Legal, we are honoring Alphonso for his deep commitment to advancing LGBTQ+ causes such as marriage equality, protections for HIV people, for queer people in employment and in housing. Rod Townsend, the former president of the Stonewall Democrats, has devoted his volunteer life to our community. As president of Stonewall, Rod helped us elect Zelnor Myrie and Andrew Granardis, defeating the IDC and the Republican-controlled state Senate in the process. During his leadership, our close relationship with our sibling club blossomed. Rod has always been a great example of what a club leader should be. We honor both of you today, and we appreciate both of you so much. Please welcome this year's honorees, Alphonso David and Rod Townsend.
Hello, my name is Alphonso David, and I am the president of the Human Rights Campaign, the largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer civil rights organization in the nation and around the world. Thank you to Lambda Independent Democrats of Brooklyn for this award. It has been my privilege to fight for LGBTQ equality in the great state of New York. From fighting for marriage equality in the courts to drafting New York's marriage equality legislation only a few years later. It has been my honor to work alongside so many of you for the recognition our love and our community deserves. During my time in the governor's office, I also had the privilege to assist on the passage of GENDA, the banning of conversion therapy, and on many of the most important civil rights issues facing the people of New York. Now, over the past year, I've had the privilege to lead the Human Rights Campaign, where we have strengthened the organization's existing work while undertaking exciting and necessary transformations to move LGBTQ people in our movement that much closer to full equality. My career as a civil rights attorney and advocate has not been without challenges or setbacks. But as the committed change makers know full well, setbacks have never stopped us before. We've always had to fight as LGBTQ people and allies of equality. We've had to fight for our seat at the table. And sometimes that meant, as Shirley Chisholm once said, bringing our own folding chairs. Bringing our own folding chairs is what started the Human Rights Campaign more than 40 years ago, in 1980. And it was what started the Lambda Independent Democrats of Brooklyn 2 years earlier in 1978. We have had many battles and successfully fought back against laws that criminalized us, denied us the right to marry, denied us the right to have children. And because we fought, we've achieved incredible victories together. Just a few weeks ago, we elected the most pro-equality presidential ticket in our nation's history, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We also flipped 2 key seats in the United States Senate, retained our pro-equality majority in the U.S. House of Representatives, and elected trailblazers all over the nation, including New York's own Mondaire Jones and Richie Torres. In this election, voters embraced a more just vision of America, not just for LGBTQ people, but for every single person in this nation. I am proud to have been part of this crucial victory, and I'm proud to fight alongside incredible partners like you. This election proves once again that equality is a winning issue and reflects the strength of our shared unity. Thank you so much for all that you've done and what you still have yet to do. Because while we celebrate the progress we have made, we recognize the urgency of the progress still ahead. To be clear, this election showed us how much work we still have yet to do on race, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, and class. We cannot be dismayed by those who revel in hate and division. We must continue to engage in our work of breaking down the barriers, fighting for justice and equality, and embracing our own identities unapologetically. We are in the business of transformational change, and we are here today because of generations before us who fought and sacrificed to get us here. It is our struggle to carry forward, not just for one election, but for our chapter in history. I am deeply proud to have been alongside so many of you and for all that we have accomplished. I believe with our resistance and with our resilience, we will continue to create the change our cities, our communities, and our country needs. We are on a path to hope and progress, and we will walk that path together. Thank you again for this honor, and thank you for everything that you do.
Ho, 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 and happy holidays, LID. Congratulations. It's been a challenging year, but a successful year. You guys, your executive team, Jared, all of you pulled it together. You kept the family together, you kept the communications going, and we are getting through this. Look at the successes, turn to those. You've got a supermajority coming to the state Senate. You've got a President Biden coming to the White House. I'm so incredibly proud of everything that you've done in the past year. I'm also very proud of the work that we've done together in the past and will continue to do in the future. It's been a challenging one. 2021 is going to have new challenges. On the municipal level, you're going to have friends running for office. Some of them are going to be running against each other. That's all right. You're going to support each other. You're going to come together as a family, just like you did this year, just like you've always done. In the name of Peter Vogel, I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm so excited for the days to come. Have a great one.
Thank you, Alphonso and Rod. Hello, everyone. My name is Claire Coulter, pronouns she, her, and hers, and I am LID's event coordinator. While I'm sad we aren't gathering for a holiday soiree, I'm so glad to see all of you here now. Don't forget to sign up or renew your membership so that you can join our future events, vote in our endorsement meeting, and guide our policy for the coming year. And now, please welcome a policy update from someone who is a genuine joy to be around, Jared Trujillo, LID board member and the president of the Legal Aid Attorneys Union.
Hi, y'all. My name is Jared Trujillo. I'm a proud LID board member and also the president of the Association of Legal Aid Attorneys. And I just wanted to speak to you for a few minutes about two pieces of legislation that are really near and dear to my heart that LID has done just a tremendous job of helping elevate and standing in allyship with some of the most marginalized members of the LGBTQ community. The first one is the bill that would repeal Penal Law 24037, loitering for the purpose of prostitution, which is also known as the walking while trans ban. Now, what is this bill? This is a statute that's been on the books since 1976, and it was constitutionally dubious then, and it certainly is that way now. What this statute allows police officers to do is to approach Black and brown women, disproportionately trans women, and members of the gender non-conforming community for simply waiting for a bus, for waiting for a friend, for waving at a car, for wearing form-fitting clothing, for simply having the audacity to exist in public spaces, and charge them with this statute that, because it has prostitution attached to it, even though it's not a prostitution-related statute, it has immigration consequences, it has housing consequences, it has employment consequences. It really just attacks the true humanity and the ability to survive of some of the most marginalized members of our community. I am proud to say that as of today, it has 82 members in the 150-person assembly that have signed on to be co-sponsors. Not only is that a majority, but it's a bipartisan majority. In the Senate, we also have a very strong majority of people that have co-sponsored that bill, and the governor has issued statements saying that he's supportive of the legislation. So it's been a long and very, very, very tiring road to try to get this bill across the finish line. We're still not there. We're still not there yet. But because of the advocacy of so many groups, and I'm very proud to say that LID was certainly one of them, it looks like that bill will pass and will introduce a little bit less inequity into the lives of so many of our trans and gender nonconforming siblings. The second bill that I want to talk to you all about is the Stop Violence in the Sex Trades Act. That is S6419. A8230, Senator Salazar's bill, and Assembly Member Gottfried's bill. This is a bill, it is the first of its kind in the country that would decriminalize commercial consensual sex between adults. And this bill is just so important for so many folks in our community. I'm a former sex worker. A lot of my heroes, like Marsha P. Johnson, like Sylvia Rivera, are former sex workers. A lot of people that you may have never heard of, but they're just, queer trans folks who may not have any other way to support themselves, or they want to be sex workers, or they live somewhere in that continuum. But at the end of the day, they are workers, and they shouldn't be criminalized for simply trying to survive. So much of the work of a lot of the coalitions that support the decriminalization of sex work has really gone to getting the Walking While Trans ban taken off of the books completely. But people are really starting to ramp up again for the real push to decriminalize sex work. So, during COVID, some of my heroes that you might not have ever heard of, people like T.S. Candy, and so many others, and Biana Garcia, and just so many just beautiful and amazing people have been doing work to make sure that sex workers have what they need to survive during COVID. So much of us are doing work around making sure that the Vice Squad, which has had a really long history of being horrible to sex workers, gets disbanded and defunded, and that the money that goes to fund the Vice Squad actually goes to the Sex Worker Services Center and other services to really elevate sex workers and make sure that they have the tools that they need to survive that's not tied to the criminal legal system. And then a lot of work has been done and will be done to really make sure that the Stop Violence in the Sex Trades Act does finally come to fruition. That happens because of the work of so many groups, and again, I'm so proud that LID is one of them. It happens from putting these issues and elevating these issues and making sure that they're issues that our elected officials can't ignore. It's making sure that our elected officials in the first place are people that we trust and people that we know and people that we know will fight for our community. And if they don't, it's groups like LID that keep them accountable. So with that said, I will stop ranting from my room that I'm only halfway through painting, and just say thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hearing me talk about this issue. And thank you to everyone who is a board member, who is a rank and file member, who is a spectator of LID, and all the beautiful legislation they push, and the true changes that we are going to make collectively together for all New Yorkers, and particularly for LGBTQ New Yorkers. Thanks.
Thank you, Jared. Hey there, Derek again. You've heard a lot going on about pinkwashing by the leadership of our county party, specifically by the executive committee making a power grab in the guise of transgender and non-binary inclusion. This isn't acceptable, and LID has been standing up to it in the fiercest ways. This year, we were incredibly lucky to expand LGBTQ leadership in Brooklyn by electing 3 LGBTQ district leaders. Please welcome district leaders Jesse Pierce, SAMY NEMIR Olivares, and Julio Pena.
Happy holidays to LID. I'm Jesse Pierce, current district leader for the 52nd Assembly District, in large part to being a former endorsed candidate of LID last year. I just want to thank you all for all of your work. I love being a part of this group in this queer community and doing what we can to expand queer representation in Brooklyn and really push the envelope, which we've definitely been doing these past few weeks, especially. But thank you so much for all the work that you do. I wore my special sweater, reindeer sweater, in celebration. Even though we can't be together, I know that you all are there, and it's so great to celebrate with you this year. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, at Lambda Independent Democrats, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays, and I think it's very important to reflect this year about the way in which politics impact not only our LGBTQ lives, but society at large. But it's also very exciting and encouraging to see a lot of LGBTQ elected officials being elected this year in office, including some of them here in Brooklyn as district leaders, as well as many other people running for county committee, for community boards, school boards, queer, trans, gender non-conforming people in all levels of government running as well. Looking forward next year for city council races and later state and assembly. I am very continuously in admiration and inspired by the work of Lambda Independent Democrats to making sure that we push the envelope and keep our elected officials accountable and advocating for LGBTQ rights. I'm a proud board member of Lambda Independent Democrats, and I look forward to working together continuously to pushing for progressive policies and LGBTQ rights, not only here in Brooklyn, but in the entire state of New York. And when it comes to at the local level, I want to recognize the amazing work that Lambda Independent Democrats is doing to educate elected officials and push them to ensure that they are on the right side of history. And looking forward, I really appreciate that we might make some history by changing the rules of the Brooklyn Democratic Party to ensure that non-binary, transgender and gender non-conforming and everyone regardless of their gender can run for county committee. So I appreciate the work that Jared Arader is doing as president and the entire board, and I remain hopeful and committed that the work that this organization will continue to do so to improve our living conditions of queer Brooklynites and elected more queer candidates for office that really represent and reflect our values. So I wish you happy holidays, happy Three Kings Day, and Feliz Navidad, and see you soon.
Hi LID, this is Julio Pena, District Leader in the 51st Assembly District. Just want to wish everyone a happy holiday. I hope folks have an opportunity to spend time with their friends and loved ones. Just wanted to express how excited I am to be on this journey with folks who are just as excited about making much needed reform as I am. And I hope, my hope for the new year is that we can continue to make progress and to move along the much needed reform that we need for Brooklyn and for our community. I hope everyone again has a happy holiday and stay safe and take care everyone. Happy holiday. Take care.
Hi there, Jared again. I hope you're enjoying these amazing messages and performances tonight. Don't forget to pick up your LID t-shirt and renew your membership at lidbk.com/join. And now please welcome a great friend of LID, my own political godmother, Assemblymember Joanne Simon, followed by our former president, Councilmember Carlos Menchaca, and endorsed city council candidate Wilfredo Florentino.
Hello, LID members and allies. I'm excited to be with you this evening, and I bring you my warmest wishes for a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season, however it is that you celebrate. I'm Assemblymember Joanne Simon, and I wish I was celebrating with you again in person. But this year is like no other, and I'm grateful to have friends like you with whom we can celebrate our shared fight for LGBTQ equality and our togetherness in a way that keeps us all safe. I'm so very excited that our long national nightmare will soon be over, and I cannot wait for the Biden administration to take office. I am so delighted to have a woman of color as our first female vice president of the United States. And I want to thank all of you who helped make that happen. I know that LID members fought very hard for this victory, and I am so grateful. I also want to thank everybody with LID and give them all a shout out for everybody who campaigned for Max Rose, Andrew Gennardis, and Matilda Frontis. I'm so sorry that we lost Max, but we put up a damn good fight. Locally, of course, we're working hard to provide access to state and local benefits, health, rental assistance, unemployment. My staff has worked like dogs on unemployment, which has been a huge, huge issue in my district and so many others. And for so many people who've just been affected by the ravages of COVID, and to ensure that they have access to testing and PPE. We're working with colleagues in government to ensure that we protect and preserve the BQE cantilever for as long as possible so that we can come up with a viable way forward for this very, very difficult engineering situation. And also working on the Gowanus Superfund cleanup and the city's proposed rezoning of the Gowanus area. So I'm looking forward to the new legislative session, which is going to be remote this year. And finally passing Walking While Trans ban, extending the eviction moratorium and providing relief for thousands of Brooklynites who have been harmed by COVID's bite on our economy, while also addressing the problems of systemic racism and climate injustice. So here's to victory in Georgia. I hope that together we'll be able to make this happen and save our country. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and a very happy and healthy and safe New Year. Thank you and good night.
Buenas noches, LID, familia. I'm Carlos Menchaca, City Council member, and I'm here to say happy holidays. Happy holidays to all of you and the incredible members who have done some beautiful work this year to bring mutual aid to our families in need and building some incredible campaign infrastructure. I know that as the only openly gay legislator in the City Council from Brooklyn, I'm not going to be the last because LID is on the case. I've learned to be fierce thanks to LID. So let's make it happen. 2021. We'll see you there. Happy New Year.
Hey folks, happy holidays. My name is Wilfredo Florentino, and I'm a candidate for New York City Council in the 42nd District, which includes portions of East New York and Brownsville. I've been a proud member of LID for the past 10 years, and this year, our campaign was humbled to receive LID's endorsement in our City Council race. Although we may be celebrating virtually, we have to take time out to reflect on the past year and look forward to the year ahead. We all know and pray that 2021 will look nothing like 2020. And I'm excited and I look forward to working with LID on issues around justice, equity, and transparency for all. Again, on behalf of my husband, our daughters, and our entire community, happy holidays.
Thank you, Assemblymember Joanne Simon, former President and Councilmember Carlos Menchaca, and City Council candidate Wilfredo Florentino. Just another reminder, it's time to sign up or renew your membership for 2021. Head to lidbk.com/join to get your LID t-shirt and membership. Now please welcome a great friend of this club, the president of the Jim Owls Liberal Democratic Club, Alan Roskoff, followed by our fighter from Greenport, District Leader KRISTINA NAPLATARSKI.
Hi, I'm Alan Roskoff, the president of Jim Owls Liberal Democratic Club, and I'd like to thank the members, supporters, and friends of Lambda Independent Democrats for all that they do during this holiday season and throughout the year to make New York and Brooklyn a more progressive place to live, for all the work that you do in electing progressive elected officials and advancing the LGBTQ community's agenda. I thank you for working with the Jim Owls Club, and we sincerely commend the leadership of your president, Jared Arado. We have a tough year ahead of us with this pandemic. We have to turn Georgia blue, and we have to turn New York City into a bastion of progressive thought when we elect new elected officials throughout our city, and especially Brooklyn. Happy holiday.
Hi, this is KRISTINA, NAPLATARSKI, District Leader for the 50th Assembly District. I just want to wish everyone a really happy and healthy holiday season. And I also want to thank LID for all of their work over the past year, whether it be supporting LGBTQ candidates, promoting policies for more inclusion, or ensuring that county committee members who are non-binary have a voice in our county committee. Thank you, LID. Brooklyn is very, very lucky to have you, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in the new year.
Hi there. I'm LID Volunteer Coordinator Rob Mail, and I'd like to thank everybody that took time out of their busy schedules to volunteer for our endorsed candidates in 2020. Together, with a lot of hard work and adapting from in-person door knocking to endless Zoom meetings and phone banks, we were able to persevere and make tens of thousands of phone calls to help get some spectacular candidates into office. Thanks again for your blood, sweat, and tears. I'd also like to remind you that right now is a very good opportunity to sign up for your 2021 membership and get an LID shirt. And now, please welcome LID's endorsed candidate for the 35th City Council District, Crystal Hudson, followed by District Leader and City Council candidate Doug Schneider, and finally, the spectacular former LID President, Scott Klein.
Hi LID, happy Hanukkah and happy holidays to everyone. My name is Crystal Hudson. I'm a candidate for City Council in the 35th District in Brooklyn. I know this year has been particularly difficult for so many, and I'm thankful for opportunities like this where we can come together, be joyful, festive, and celebrate together, even if only virtually. There's a lot of really hard work to do in the years ahead, and I'm so thankful to have the support of LID right by my side as I look to do that work in the New York City Council.
Hello, Lambda. This is Doug Schneider, City Council candidate for the 39th Council District and currently Democratic District Leader in the 44th Assembly District. Listen, the LID holiday party is one of the highlights of the political year, so it is disappointing to not be together celebrating this year, and I look forward to next year when we will be able to celebrate all of our victories together in person. I am a longtime friend, supporter, and ally of LID, and for me, it didn't emerge once I got into politics. For the better part of a decade and a half, I have been a plaintiff's side civil rights attorney fighting for the rights of gay New Yorkers in court and protecting their rights in the workplace. And as Democratic District Leader, I have fought alongside so many of you to build the Democratic Party that is more welcoming and more diverse, whether it has been Amelia DeCowden's resolution, which I was an original co-sponsor of, to eliminate the barriers to participation by non-binary people at the state committee level, or currently serving on a task force for the Brooklyn Democratic Party to do the same thing. And I look forward to continuing to fight together in the next years, whether it is to fight for equality for LGBTQ individuals in housing, whether it is to fight against violence against trans persons, particularly violence against trans women of color. The one thing you can count on is that I will be there right next to you, fighting to make New York better, kinder, and more just.
Hey everyone, it's Scott Klein. I wanted to wish everyone at Lambda very wonderful holidays. I'm proud of all the work you do, Jared, and the entire board. I'm so proud that Lambda's been a part of my life since 1982. That is frightening. And just keep up the good work, and I wish everyone a happy holiday.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our reigning Mix Brooklyn, Lady Bedbug.
Welcome to the New York State Department of Labor Unemployment Insurance Telephone Claims Line. To continue in English, press 1. For quality assurance, your call may be monitored or recorded.
We're sorry. We are experiencing an extremely high volume of calls at this time, and all specialists are busy with other customers. Volume of calls. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please continue to hold for the next available agent. Thank you. Health.ny.gov/prevention/nutrition/WIC for more information and to apply.
Good afternoon, New York State Department of Labor. Is it okay to place you on a very brief hold? It will take at least 2 to 3 weeks. Thank you for your patience, and please hold and have a blessed day.
You're watching LID's 2020 live streaming holiday party.
Hello, it's Claire again. I'm so grateful that everyone chose to spend tonight with us. We're lucky to get to work with and for you, and I look forward to what the future holds for us. In case you haven't heard, you still have the time to get a t-shirt that provides all the rights of an LID member. The shirts are soft, and being involved in local politics is very rewarding. I highly recommend getting one for 2021. And now, please welcome a message from the Brooklyn Community Pride Center, followed by council candidate and great friend of this club, Bridget Ann Ryan.
On behalf of the board, staff, volunteers, and the thousands of people served by our programs at Brooklyn Community Pride Center, I want to wish you all a very happy and healthy holiday season. While Brooklyn Community Pride Center, the borough's first and only LGBTQ+ community center, had another record-setting year for our impact and our reach, we expect the road to recovery from the pandemic to be a complicated one. with nearly all of our programs moved online, except for crucial and safe in-person services like STD testing and COVID emergency support. We have seen nearly a 300% increase in program participation via virtual channels. We are doing more with fewer resources than ever before, and that's thanks to the support from the community toward our vision of providing LGBTQ+ Brooklynites with top-notch services. We are also very grateful for the fulfillment of a decade-long dream with the grand opening of our new headquarters in Crown Heights at the Bedford Union Armory. We will continue operating out of both our Bed-Stuy home and from our new Crown Heights HQ for the foreseeable future. The Armory will feature Brooklyn's first LGBTQ+ mental health clinic operated in partnership with Callan Lord Community Health Center. Check out our website for current hours of operation for in-person visits or sign up to take part in one of our many virtual program offerings. We hope to see you again really soon. Thank you for believing in us, supporting us, and helping Brooklyn Community Pride Center to grow. Have a healthy, safe, and sane holiday so that we can welcome you with open arms in 2021.
Hi, my name is Bridget Ryan, and I'm here to wish you a happy Christmas, a happy Kwanzaa, and a happy Hanukkah. I would like to wish all my friends at LID a wonderful holiday season. I'm here to support all the LGBTQ+ and trans community at City Hall. I want to make sure that your goals are set and met. I will also work together with my legislative partners to make sure that LGBTQ+ and trans issues are set and met at Kings County. Thank you all, and have a great holiday season. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa.
Thank you all, and we hope you've enjoyed the show. I want to give a special shout out to LID Digital Director Robert Merkel and production team members Paul Lazow, Jackie Painter, and Alex Steingart for putting this whole show together. This was a monumental Herculean task that would not have been accomplished without their vision and direction. One last reminder, head over to lidbk.com/join to purchase your 2021 membership along with a cool new LID t-shirt. Please join us on Zoom for the after party. See the Zoom link on our website at lidbk.com/holiday.
Trim the tree.